have a question for President Tinubu this morning. What is the life of one Nigerian worth to you? And how many people more will be killed that'll make you feel, oh, I need to come back home, even if just for the optics? President Tinubu has been in France all this while for his working visit, retreat, whatever he calls it. And we've been hearing people die. And all he has done is the presidency issued condemnation. So I asked him, you asked for the mandate of the people. You were the one that said you wanted to lead the country. How much people will die before you can think of coming back to the country and at least show your presence? Maybe 150 is not enough. Maybe if more people die, because that number has even grown.
Yes.
You know why? Today we're seeing in the papers, they were complaining of Benue, local government, 11 people died. So maybe if it gets to 200 or 500, that's why we say leadership is missing, and we expect better from President Tinubu. Just like we say leadership is missing. The police IG went to an area where something happened. Based on Ferdinand Duro, our journalist there, which we believe and his credibility, says that he didn't visit Basa. He stayed in Jos and gave his speech.
Why?
So why would you do that? Why didn't you go and commiserate with people and even hear? And as a police chief, don't you know that when you get there, the people will be able to tell you one or two things and give you one or two intelligence that you can use in a military situation. We thought you going there would have been a proper reconnaissance. God, they will tell you some things, you will gather more intelligence.
Yeah.
But nothing has been done. Just like I also want to bring one case to the IG. The case of the man we took in Kwara State. Because of somebody holding money was kept in incarceration and he died in incarceration.
Yes.
We've talked about that case here. Since the day the IG visited and said something will be done, we've not heard anything. So you can see when we say government is faltering and is failing. My question to you, President Tinubu, is how many much more people will die? Maybe you can respond to us and tell us the number of people that will die for you to say, I will leave France and come back and cut short my visits. 500, 1,000. I know your presidential aide and spokesperson will respond to me today.
All right.
But I also hope they will give me a number of the number of people that will die before you can return to Nigeria.
Okay. Vimbai, so they said it was 2 weeks. Is now, how many days has he been away now? I believe
it's been about 1 week.
1 week, yeah, right. So I mean, I don't know if he should remain there for another week or just quickly come back home. But we have seen the statements that he's put out, some of it saying enough is enough. I mean, those statements, are they really enough?
Well, I'll give you an example, Oji, of what happened in 2023 during COP28. It was held in Dubai that year when flash floods started in Tanzania and the flooding intensified and the death toll rose to about 60. The president of Tanzania, Suluhu Hassan, immediately ended her trip, the official visit at COP28, and went home to attend. 60 was the death toll by the time she got home, to attend to the flooding. So there's absolutely no justification as to why we're facing a crisis of this nature, and it's ongoing. It's not a single incident that happened and sanity and peace has been restored and we're healing. This is a continuing insurgency that is going on, which needs the attention of the Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces. He needs to be on the ground, even if it's just as a show of force, a show of confidence, to lift the morale of those officers who are putting their lives on the line to try and secure these places. It is extremely important that he now comes and that we show that, okay, yes, there's been, we were having that conversation about how much can the governor really do. It's now clear that this is not one state. This is several states that are calling out, sounding the alarm to say they are overwhelmed. This is a very apt time for him to, I know in the past, President Buhari used to give a lot of marching orders. There's always debate about how effective the marching orders were. But I think this would be a time for us to hear President Tinubu issue that sort of marching orders to his service chiefs to go and be on the ground at a time like this, so this can be restored.
To his service chiefs to go on the ground, really. Because we are hearing now that, the governor is saying, or telling the governor of Plateau State, telling his citizens, his residents, Nigerians to take up arms now to protect themselves. I believe, like analysts have said, that is a recipe for disaster. This is the primary duty of the government. We have, employed them to protect us and secure our livelihood, really.